Hi again.
What happened?
Hi. Oh, hey.
We know.
Fuck, we're doing the best we can. Relax. I don't know what it is. I was just talking about my new computer, and she got pissed off. This one got pissed off.
Yeah,
She
you're
threw a
selling
little
me
fit.
down the road.
Yeah, she threw a little fit, this computer. Excuse me. Is everybody there? Welcome back.
Hello, welcome back. Where were we?
I was talking about my new computer, and this one had a little fucking fit.
Sure. No, we were talking about political candidates.
Oh, yeah. Well, then the FBI shut us down.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Guys, watch out for those FBIs and CIAs. They're everywhere.
Did you see the? So we were talking about the not so fun topic of what happened to these police officers in Hawaii this past weekend. They're all getting indicted.
Yeah, for murder.
Because the one guy. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened exactly before they got pulled over, but basically they lit the whole car up with bullets.
No, those guys were on like a fucking crime spree for like the whole day. They were chasing them, and like, I don't know the whole story, but yeah, they
like robbed an elderly couple.
I think they also tried to hit the cop. That's why he ended up shooting him in the back.
Right.
Because he drove past them and he kind of got out of the way and he drew on him. Again, I don't know all the details, but they shot him. And the thing is like they're like, oh, you shot a 16-year-old. It's like, dude, he was doing grown-up shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to act like a grown-up and rob people and, drive,
so
get away from the police.
He has a weapon, and then
Yeah, and bottom line is, if you're driving a vehicle, that's a weapon. You know?
Yeah.
And the number one priority of the police is the public safety. So if he's posing a danger, trying to run people off the sidewalks and shit, they take him out.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Teach your kid to make better choices, and you won't be in that situation.
They weren't gonna. I don't know what they were fucking on. 16-year-old kid, man.
Bro.
That fucking
idiot.
was just.
Sorry to say, but fucking dummy.
I mean, you do dumb things, you win dumb prizes. But,
exactly.
It's. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I want to see more of the footage and see what was going on. But they said it's never happened like this because I guess the prosecuting attorney. Kind of came out of the woodwork because they've already had a case they already had a court case with a jury that basically said the cops were innocent because of the whole thing. But then I guess the prosecutor's office got a hold of like a bunch of video evidence and they decided they're gonna press charges.
Crazy.
So I don't know what other footage they have, but it's gonna come out in a court case, and I guess we'll see.
I mean, again, dude, like. I'm not saying cops should have a license to kill, but if someone's driving a vehicle and you can't tell if it's like, if it's an 8-year-old, you can tell.
Right.
But if someone's 16 and driving past you and almost runs you over at high speed, you can't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do grown-up shit, you're gonna, like you said, you're gonna do stupid shit. You win stupid prizes.
Yeah. You
do grown-up shit, you're gonna get grown-up consequences, and sometimes it's getting shot in the back of the fucking head by the cops if you try to fucking run one over. Don't try to run over a cop, and you won't get shot in the back of the head.
Oof. Heavy shit. I saw the video last night. That's fine. I was kind of like.
But
wow.
I think they thought they had guns too, from what I remember them saying in the report.
Should we show that video? Do you guys want to see the video?
Darwinism.
Do you want to show that? I don't know.
I don't give a shit. I mean, what is it? It's
not. I mean, there's no blood. There's no gore.
You put it in the ban, right?
No, I didn't. Mo just pulled that up on her phone last night. I didn't even know it was. I guess it got leaked because this was like footage that wasn't supposed to come out.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
Well, I mean, the news put it out.
No, wait. Are you talking about the one at the house where they shot the guy?
No.
Because there's two cases right now about police shootings right now in Hawaii.
Yeah, I guess that one.
But that guy deserved to be shot, dude. He attacked the cops just like blatantly.
Well, he broke the cop's ocular cavity.
His whole fucking face,
like
dude. He smashed in.
And then I mean, the video from that, they released that video.
Yeah,
but I guess
I saw that.
The issue that's been coming up is that the police department only releases video that they want you to see, not video that they think will be used against them.
Well, no, because they also had the footage of the house, like the Ring doorbell cam from the house. And it shows the guy fucking just. First of all, the guy just walks into these people's houses and they're like, "Get out of here! What are you doing in here?" And then the cops pull up and he walks up to the cops and just starts swinging on the cops. So I don't know. And the guy you could hear him. He's like, "Sook, sook." He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, he caused some serious damage, and these cops are wearing body armor. And shit.
Dude, he fucking smashed one dude's face all up.
Yeah, I mean, that was self-defense. I agree, but...
And they did taser him, and it didn't do anything. So next step is night-night.
Yeah, they were tasering him, and the guy was still coming.
And he was blasting him still. And, like, he turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he might have been on something, man, because he
Probably.
was just kind of
Well, he was weird. Yeah, he was really, like,
And then-
emotionless and, like, just kind of dazed and walking around, and then all of a sudden he just snaps.
They were saying something like he might have been going through something with his wife before and then he just showed up at these people's houses.
That's weird.
And then, yeah, he was just, like, wandering in the
Yeah.
yard or whatever.
He walked into their house, and the lady was like, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" And she called the cops.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there is a video here. Okay.
Okay. You gonna put in the chat?
I'll put in the chat, yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll take a little look at this and see. I guess we'll see what the fuck's going down here. Okay. Oh wait.
His name was I remember too. Yeah, he has a weird first name. Like it was I remember Skyap or something like that.
Should I get back 5-hour ad code?
No, don't get vaccinated, you
can
dummies.
skip it.
Get back to real life.
The top right.
That's why I got vaccinated.
Honolulu's prosecuting attorney announced murder charges against 3 Honolulu police officers involved in the deadly shooting of 16-year-old I Remember Saika.
Casey Lund
His
is
name
live
is I
at
Remember.
HPD headquarters with the latest.
That's
Casey.
weird.
It's Grace, Steve, good morning. We believe this is the very first time that the prosecuting attorney for the city and county has brought charges against HPD officers in a fatal shooting incident like this. We know that if convicted, those officers could face up to a term of life in prison. They would at the very least need to serve a minimum of 20 years in prison before becoming eligible for parole. Jeffrey Tom was charged with 1 count of second-degree murder. He's a 5-year veteran of the force. Officers Zachary Ani and Christopher Fedelusis were both charged with 1 count of second-degree attempted murder. HPD says Sycap was driving a stolen vehicle with 5 others inside when he led police on a dangerous high-speed chase.
See?
The group was suspected of an armed home invasion just a half hour earlier. Prosecuting attorney Steve Alm brought the charges to a grand jury that chose not to indict those officers. For perspective on this, we turn to H&N's law enforcement expert and former federal agent Tommy Ayu.
This is highly unusual. It's a situation that is almost
They show the video
unheard
after
of
this
because
too, I
when you
think.
take a case to the grand jury, a felony case to the grand jury, it's normally the best process for the prosecutor's office to bring forward a criminal prosecution because it's done in secret. It's done without a judge. It's done without any defense attorney present. There's no unnecessary discovery being given because the prosecutor's office does not have to disclose their evidence. And you present it to a secret grand jury, a quorum, and normally, almost always, you get a true bill to present the case.
According to charging documents, Tom said Sycap rammed the stolen car into his patrol vehicle, but Tom's vehicle had
See,
only
before that,
minor
the
paint
guy,
chips and
the
scuff
cop
marks.
had like a
The
set.
prosecutor said Fedelusis was
Yeah, and then they just gunned
fired
it right
into
into
the
the-
driver's door without confirming that the shots he heard were in fact coming from within the vehicle.
It's
Yeah,
sickening.
I don't know.
I you know, all along, that what I had been shown and the evidence that I saw, to me, it did not appear that the officers were acting out of their fear, their threat of life.
What are you talking about? He just
HPD's
drove off
interim
the
chief
fucking
called
off the
charges, quote,
streets.
highly unusual since the grand jury had already declined to indict the officers. Those officers are set
Look
to
at
make
that.
an
He
initial
just dropped
court
into a
appearance on
fucking
June
ravine.
25th, where a preliminary hearing will
This
then
guy was
be
out of his
scheduled.
mind.
That should happen
I'd be fucking
sometime in
terrified if I had to
July.
deal with
It's important
that.
to note that we did reach out to the city and county's prosecuting office for an interview. They declined our
I don't know,
request
Chris.
for
What
an
do you think,
interview,
bro?
saying that they're going to wait for that preliminary
Yeah, I
hearing.
don't know. It definitely looks like he pulls up like past the officer's car. Like the cop,
And that's
the cop
the
looks like
last-
he pulls in front
That's
of
the
him.
last part of it
And
too.
then-
What did he do before that?
So he. Okay, this might be a better video.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a better video here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I know you sat through that
Because
news
um,
briefing, but
I mean, it's not about what happened right before. It's what happened the whole. What's
what happened
the whole story?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's the
is
whole
they're gonna
fucking
have to,
story.
They're gonna have to review all of this footage, like from start to finish. Like, where did the pursuit begin? What happened at that point?
Let's see what. Congrats, coach.
Hey, Hawaii volleyball team national champs.
Hey. Oh, look at the empty couch. Look at it, guys. Look at it.
Hey, look who's here. Oh, how's it, Auntie?
Oh, Auntie.
Oh.
What's this?
That's
Looking for
cute.
a vaccinated girl.
Shut
For
up.
the first time tonight, we'll see body cam video from the police shooting that killed a 16-year-old robbery suspect last month. It is not graphic, but shows the alarming chaos before the shots.
Okay.
HPD still refuses to release the video, but Chief Investigative Reporter Lynn Kawano obtained it from law enforcement sources.
Someone gave the
to know
video
what
to her.
happened.
Someone. That's why they leaked
That's
it.
good.
Someone leaked it.
Juvenile protection laws as a reason to withhold body camera footage. But the video I have does not show any of the teens in the car. Legal experts say HPD can and should let the public see it for themselves.
The April 5th high-speed chase ends when the white stolen sedan stops in McCully. You can see the Honda with Texas plates is not moving when the officer we refer to as Officer 1 first gets out of the squad car.
He drops his gun.
His rifle, picks it up, and puts it back into his squad car. You can hear other officers yelling orders.
I don't think he was
at the
putting it back in
suspect.
his car. I think he was using his
Officer
door as
1
a shield.
Then gets behind the Honda and fires 10 shots. Another officer, we'll call Officer 2, was approaching the passenger side of the Honda when Officer 1 started firing. Then the Honda accelerates. Officer 2 is now at the passenger side door. That passenger appears to be trying to get out when the vehicle takes
How
off.
can you tell from
Officer
that?
2 loses his balance.
He was
and
trying to
rolls
open the
along
door.
Yeah,
car
these are all
before
like
he
assumptions.
and
You
the
know what I
second
mean?
officer off camera
Yeah, the
on
cop tried to
driver's
open the
side
door.
also fired. The Honda crashes through a fence, then drops into a canal. The driver, 16-year-old I Remember Sycap,
Don't do
died
dumb
after
shit.
He was shot multiple times. The passenger, who appeared to be trying to exit the Honda before the crash, was shot in the arm. There were several other people inside, some juveniles. That night, HPD Chief Susan
I can't believe
Ballard
there are
briefed
more
the
people in
media,
that
saying
car,
the Honda
like-
was hitting patrol cars before the shooting started.
We believe that the vehicle rammed two marked police cars and crashed through a chain link fence and went into the Kalakaua Canal.
But in Officer 1's body camera video, it's difficult to see if the Honda moved.
Yeah, it's hard to tell
after it
anything
was
from the
blocked
video,
in
to be honest.
at Kalakaua Avenue and Phillip Street. The angle makes it difficult to see if it's ramming HPD cars.
I'd say that
but
moved.
Experts say it's tough to determine
right.
if the shooting was justified based on limited footage.
Do you believe there was an imminent threat when Officer 1 got out of his car and the other vehicle, the suspect vehicle, was stopped? You believe there still was an imminent threat?
I believe more likely than not the imminent threat
Is the
exists
vehicle.
because of the fact that they just came from a serious crime involving armed home invasion, and now we're in a hot pursuit. And
Oh, it was
continues even
armed
though the
home
vehicle
invasion.
stopped.
So they had
it's still
They
running.
said
Former
it
federal
wasn't.
agent Tommy Ayuso
They said it wasn't a
officers
real
at
gun.
the
They said it
time
was a dummy
didn't know
gun.
the
But
weapon
it's
used
they
in
were
the
still
armed
holding.
robbery
be an
at
idiot.
This Eisenberg
Yeah.
home may have been a replica gun, which
Yeah.
HPD says was found in the Honda.
Yeah,
We
they
know
were
that
they were
we can
using a
hear the
fake gun
shots
to
being
rob people,
fired.
but
We
still,
don't know
it
what the
doesn't
officer's
matter.
actually
Yeah.
seeing when he's
Sorry.
making those decisions.
Bottom
to use
line
deadly
is,
force,
you're
whether
gonna
or
run
not he
around with
sees
a
the
fake gun and
suspect
pretend it's
in his
real.
own
You don't be
shoot with the
surprised you
weapon
get
or not.
shot.
Yeah.
This is only from one perspective. We need to get more body cam to see the entire picture.
Yeah,
to
that's
get
the
a
whole thing. We
better
gotta
idea
see
of
more
actually what happened.
How are you gonna get more body
But that
cams?
clarity won't come as long as HPD
They were-
refuses
Yeah, they're breaking the
to
law,
release
right? So there
any
you
of
go.
the
You
videos,
break the law,
citing the
sometimes you
other
die.
Juveniles in the car are still under investigation. This video from Officer
And let's
1's camera
rewind this real
does-
quick.
From off investigation.
It don't look like
This
this kid's doing bad where he needs to be robbing people. He's got an NBA jersey on. He's got fucking Jordans on. He's just being a dumbass.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking on the streets homeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stealing to survive. He's stealing to be a fucking punk.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sometimes
I
you
mean,
fucking
regardless
die.
of the situation you're in, like you shouldn't be robbing people at gunpoint. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's a given. But I mean, look, this guy is he's got fucking Jordans on and NBA, and these are probably some fucking Levi's. He ain't hurting. The fuck was that? Someone shooting up our neighborhood too? Jesus, what's happening here? Anyway, yeah.
Video.
I'm sorry. I don't give a shit that this guy got shot.
I mean, I don't feel sympathetic. It's just like whether this is, I don't know, whether you can prosecute these cops. I don't know. I have to see more footage. And like you said, what happened before?
Yeah.
Before that end of that, obviously there was probably more footage of them chasing
one
him for a
thing
while.
is the report was that there was an armed home robbery, meaning that they thought they had guns.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, the guys are in a vehicle when you're on foot, whether the guy gasses it to go forward, backwards, or whatever.
Right.
Your life's in danger at that
And
point.
the vehicle was accurately identified,
right
too.
So yeah, because they had the Texas plates.
Yeah.
Secondly, that vehicle is a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
If you even think he's gonna go, you protect yourself.
I mean,
I'm
that
sorry.
point could have been just the kid being shot and just like
him gassing it. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
which that probably was because it sounds like he got shot because he pumped it.
They show the bullet holes through the seat. There's a lot.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Yeah.
But no, if you watch the video, you can hear the pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop, pop,
yeah, yeah.
and then he drives off.
Yeah.
So yeah, he probably was dead already.
Yeah.
And hit the gas and just was like
Yeah.
slumped over, because he got shot in the fucking back of the head. That's not like you're coming back. From that. But don't do criminal shit and you won't get shot.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
Yeah.
Use your time constructively. Use your
It's just
time for
sad.
positivity, and you don't end up in situations like this, guys.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's the. I mean, it's sad that these cops are getting reprimanded like this for it. I mean, there should be an investigation, but they're talking life in prison. That's fucking crazy. They're just doing their job and protecting their well-being so that they didn't die.
Yeah.
And now
I
they're
mean-
gonna go to prison. I think that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and gun violence is increasing in Hawaii too. And nowadays, like,
It's true.
I mean, cops haven't had to deal with gun violence here very often until
true.
probably like the past I'd
5
say 5
years?
years. Yeah,
Yeah.
5 years or so. And it wasn't that common until probably the last 2 or 3 years.
True.
So like, shit's gotten worse, and I just think maybe cops aren't trained properly for it out here. But at the same time, how do you properly train someone for like a gunfight?
I mean, I don't
You
think
know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think it's kind of you gotta just it's a split second life or death situation.
Yeah.
And I think it's repetitiveness. You know what I mean? The more training you
There
have.
have been armed criminals. There have been armed criminals that have been shot, or that have shot at cops.
Yeah.
There were the 2 cops that died from the one crazy dude in the house who set himself on fire. And,
Yeah, he fucking killed 2 cops.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. That was a tough situation. Like I said, I got to see more of the footage and see what they're doing. But
shit.
it didn't look like they were cooperating. I'll tell you that. Like,
No, they already were on the run.
yeah.
Bottom line is this:
They weren't innocent.
As soon as you start running,
Yeah.
at that point they're coming for you.
Yeah.
Now you basically, it's like when they say when you see a dog, don't run, because once you put the chase on, it's on, like
Yeah.
kind of deal, right? And so it's just instinctual, kind of like, okay, these guys are running, they're criminals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to treat them as such if they're criminals, or else. Bottom line is, one, we know that we're suspecting that they could be armed. My life is in danger at that point. Whether it's a gun or a car, they could kill me.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I go home to my fucking family at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If I think this punk's going to fucking try to reverse over me, I'm going to light him up.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in those situations if you don't want to face the fucking consequences.
It's just the reason I
Armed
said
robbery, the
yeah.
consequence is possible death.
Yeah.
You could rob the wrong person. As soon as you walk in their house, chick, boom, you're dead.
Yeah. And the reason I say it's sad is it's because first of all, these kids are so young, and why they're doing this I don't understand. Why? Like,
You know why they're
what's going
doing
through
it?
Their fucking head.
I bet you they don't have any father figures in their lives.
They obviously don't have the right. They have
or parental
well,
figures
the dad
in their
came
life.
on the news. The dad came on the news and basically was saying like, oh, how could you shoot an innocent kid and blah blah blah. I'm
Your
like,
kid
hold
isn't
on,
innocent.
Hold on. Yeah, he was a little wasn't looking at the whole thing.
Well,
but
I mean, not to like make it racial. I'm
He's
just
gonna
curious.
say that.
What was like? What kind of ethnicity?
they were
did it seem?
Polynesian, or yeah, they were some sort of Polynesian.
Were they? Did they kind of?
I mean, look at the
were
guys.
They look like
too.
they were living in the project, like the housing projects.
I don't know, man.
I'm just wondering because
they didn't show it. They can't show any photos of the kids because
right. But I'm just wondering
so
because
I don't know
I'm wondering if it's.
I mean, you saw the video there at the end where they had the one kid in handcuffs.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because maybe it's they're a product of their environment. Because I know, like for instance, like KPT, Mayor Rights, there's a very big gang culture associated with living in those areas.
I mean, they probably weren't from a great area. Like,
Well, that's fine.
honest.
I'm wondering, was this due to their environment they were raised in? Was it maybe because they didn't have a lack of parents? Or were they just dumb motherfucking kids being punks? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just curious. Let's try to figure out how to prevent
We all did dumb
it.
shit when we were kids, but never hold people
I
at
never
gunpoint.
armed robbed somebody.
I mean, maybe illegal things, but not things that
I
would
maybe,
like hurt
I maybe
other
stole
people.
some shit from Walmart every once in a while, but not very. Like I think twice I stole shit from Walmart, and it was eye drops.
Right. So I don't know.
And that was way over 7 years ago. Statutes of limitations.
Yeah, definitely never thought of holding someone at gunpoint. Well,
No.
first of all, you never know if like someone else has a gun. Nowadays,
dude,
people
you
in
pull a
Hawaii
gun
carry
on
now.
somebody,
People in
be
Hawaii carry now,
expected to
they're
get shot.
And they never used to. Now people do.
Well, here's what you gotta think of as a criminal. The people that do carry are taught, if you pull your gun, you shoot, and if you shoot, you kill them.
Yeah.
Like my mom has a gun.
No,
and
you never
in the gun class, they tell you if someone breaks into your house, shoot him in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Don't give them the chance to like testify against
Well, you
in
aim
court.
for the body.
No.
You aim for the body.
That is not what they teach you.
It is.
You shoot him in the fucking face.
No, you aim for the body because it's the largest mass. It's
well,
the easiest to hit.
I understand that, but they're saying
You-
in like a
you
home
don't aim for the
invasion,
face,
you
but-
shoot him in the fucking face.
I mean, you shoot. You
kill him.
You shoot to kill.
Yeah.
You never point You never point your gun at something you don't intend to kill.
Exactly.
That's rule number
Rule
one.
number one. Yeah.
You know, so.
See, my mom, you shoot to kill. See, my mom's saying.
Yeah. I mean,
don't break into my mom's house.
Yeah.
You'll be sorry.
You always aim for the.
That's why I'm always worried if I'm like going to surprise
aim
her
for
on
the
a
body,
vacation or
'cause
something. You
it's
know,
the
like
widest target.
I'm scared to surprise my mom. Like, hey, mom, I'm here to visit you, and then get shot.
Shit. I mean, on the mainland, that shit's, in Vegas, people
Dude,
carry
in
guns.
Seattle, I tell my mom has a concealed carry permit, and I tell her to carry that shit because there's so many fucking weirdos in Washington nowadays. Fucking crackheads running around the streets and
Yeah.
homeless and shit. They're fucking nuts.
I mean, it's scary to have to carry one too when you're like, what if I accidentally shoot someone when they genuinely weren't trying to do anything to me?
Well, here's the thing: is you don't pull your gun unless you know for sure it's a life or death situation. like you
sometimes
said,
you
don't
got a
point,
second to
Don't
react.
point your gun unless you intend to kill somebody.
Yeah. Speaking of guns, Texans can carry handguns without a license or training starting September 1st.
Dude, that's a little gnarly.
Yeah.
That's a little gnarly. I mean, I think everybody should be trained with the gun.
You should be trained and you should have a fucking license.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't give a shit about a license.
You should get a
but
background check.
if everybody has guns, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
If bad guys have guns and the good guys have guns, we'll figure out who's the better shot.
The criminals shouldn't have fucking guns.
Well, Wild West that. They're really going Wild West with that shit.
Let me put it this way. If you've been accused of attempted murder or
Yeah, you shouldn't
have a record,
gun. Yeah, you're right.
you probably
You're right.
shouldn't have a weapon.
I agree with you. But yeah, dude, that's real fucking liberal with the gun law there. I mean, yeah, I think people should have at least a minimal background check. Like, are you a
I mean, let's not
convicted
forget
felon?
like what happened in El Paso not too long ago too, where a bunch of people got shot in a Walmart. So
yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be fucking Texas. That's just fucking Texas.
Nah,
for
dude,
you.
was it in Texas? Someone got shot at Walmart?
Yeah, it was El Paso.
But what happened? What was the end outcome? Someone
shot him.
Someone
yeah.
shot him, right?
Yeah. But
How
not
many
before he shot, I think, 13 people or something like that.
Just think it could be a lot worse, though, if that guy wasn't there to shot him. If they had to wait for police to get there and SWAT, 50, he could have took out 25, 50 people.
Just because you're allowed to carry a handgun doesn't mean you're going to. You know what I mean?
Well,
though?
that's what my
Like,
mom doesn't. My mom doesn't, but she's allowed to.
Here's the thing: keep the guns out of the hands of as many of the psycho fucking crazies as you can.
I think, I think
know
it's
what I
more
mean?
so you do.
Some
you
people
do
will get it.
Everyone who carries a gun should have to go through training.
I agree.
And I think definitely a mental
you should
mental
pass
background
a
check,
background check.
like a
You shouldn't
mental,
have any-
but mental like a psychological test too.
Yeah.
Not just a background check. Like psychologically, people should be evaluated. Like, is this guy stable enough?
Right. If
to
you
own
have a
gun?
history of mental health issues or violence, you probably shouldn't be allowed to carry a handgun.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree with that.
if you got busted for robbery, then you probably shouldn't be able to carry a handgun.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like, I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's Texas being Texas, bro. It's like you're right in Texas to have a gun no matter who you are. We'll give them to the crazies. We'll give them to the good people. And like you said, we'll just have a shootout at the OK Corral
Yeah,
on
they're
Friday.
going Wild West with it. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying, well, that's America.
That's Texas.
That's
all right?
Texas America.
That's Texas.
Everybody got guns. Well, even the crazies.
There's going to be some dumbasses that are going to carry guns. They're going to be shooting themselves in the foot. They're going to be fucking
Plexico?
taking it to
They're
the
gonna Plexico
yeah, they're going
it?
to Plexico Barrest their ass, or they're going to pull it out thinking they're under attack, and then they're going to be like, oh no, this guy was just trying to blow a balloon animal up, and I fucking turned around and shot him. You know what I mean?
Fuck, you shooting clowns
No,
now?
like what if he blows up a balloon animal and it pops, and then someone goes, oh fuck?
Well, I mean,
Watch, there's going to be an idiot who does that.
If you're that skittish, you should definitely not carry weapons.
You don't need a license or training. Who gives a shit? It's just going to be blind shooting, too. He's going to turn it sideways, and he's going to be like... You watch these fuckers.
That's how Chris plays fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Did I hit him? Did I hit him? No, you hit the 3-year-old behind him, you dumbass.
Well, that's basically how the guys in the hood been shooting people. That little girl just got killed in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah, those
Same
guys
shit.
don't have gun training either.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be having
they
guns.
should not have guns. I
But in
agree.
Texas, they can. Who cares?
Well, yeah, no, I don't. Like I said, I don't know if I agree with that, but I think people should have a background check and a psychological test, and then if they pass all that, then yeah, they should be able to have as many guns as they fucking want.
I agree. I'm for that.
Yeah,
I'm for that.
And any kind of gun, bazookas.
That's not guns. That's munitions. That's like
Hey, that's all right. Grenades? You want some grenades,
military
bro?
grade
If you're
munitions.
test,
Okay, nobody can own that shit. all
why?
right? I'm just
Why?
saying.
This is America.
You don't need grenades to protect
If
yourself.
the government goes crazy,
what are you gonna do with a grenade?
Throw them at people.
What is the use of a grenade?
To defend a perimeter.
No, it's to blow up multiple people at the same time.
No, it's to defend the perimeter. You throw them out as
You're
people
not
are
gonna
trying
go
to
hunting with a
swarm.
grenade. You'll blow the deer into 50
No,
pieces.
it's like if you're trying to get swarm, like if someone's trying to infiltrate your area, you chuck them out there so it deters them to try to make forward progress.
God.
Going
Have fun in Texas.
holes in the world, holes in the earth.
I mean, everybody's moving to Texas now, so maybe they just want to
Go on to Texas.
It's just gonna be the purge down there every year.
Dude, I was just saying the other day, like sometimes, man.
Did you see the new
we might
purge
need
they're
to
coming
do a
out with
purge.
now?
No,
The
I've never seen the first one.
What?
I'm not a big let's kill everybody kind of guy.
I like the purge.
I bet you. See, I'm not. That's not my mindset. I don't like murdering people.
I'm more of a chainsaw kind of guy, though. But anyway.
See, that's disturbing right there.
But
this is that kind of mindset right there. You should not be allowed to own a gun. Like I prefer a chainsaw.
well, the new purge that's coming out, now it's the like forever purge or something like that. Like the purge never ends. And I'm like,
that's just murder.
That defeats the point of the fucking movie.
That's just murder.
Like
That's
it makes
just-
sense to have it for like one day out of the year, or maybe even 1 week out of the year.
That's a lot of dead
I mean, that's
people.
pushing it. 1
Like
week's
6
pushing it.
hours.
I
Just think if you just made murder legal for 6 hours.
Yeah.
What kind of shit went down?
Yeah.
Would go down.
Yeah, because the first purge, it was only legal for 8 hours, I think, something like that.
See, yeah.
It was like sundown to sunup or something.
That's crazy.
Like that.
First of
And
all, that's
then-
just why. Why do you want to, like, people just want to go and murder each other? That's fucked
I
up.
just-
I don't want to live in that kind of society.
I like the concept of the movie. I thought it was unique for like, it's kind of
You're a sick
it's
individual.
kind of like a horror movie, but not a horror movie. It's kind of more
It's
like
definitely a horror movie. Like
Yeah.
your neighbor just is mad at you because you got some leaves on his yard. He's gonna
Dude,
murder you,
dude.
one day a year.
That's
He's gonna try to
literally
murder
one of
you?
the situations. It's like, you always let your dog shit on my lawn. Now I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's
Like-
fucked up. Like, bro, just tell me. I'll fucking clean it up. You know, fucking murder me because my dog shit on your lawn.
Okay, I don't like the movies because I would enjoy the purge. I just like
no,
the movie
bro.
because I think it's a
You're
unique
worrying me.
idea for
You're
a movie.
worrying
a unique
me.
idea for a unique concept for a movie.
Yeah, I guess so is Saw.
Yeah,
But I
and Saw
wouldn't.
was
I
good,
wouldn't.
too.
I wouldn't catch people and put them through fucking life or death
No, yeah,
puzzles.
but Saw was a good movie.
It was original.
Yeah, it was original.
I mean, I still think it's fucking dark and
I mean,
demented.
I have a
but-
harder time definitely watching Saw than I do like a lot of other movies.
Well, Saw is psychologically fucks you.
Well, yeah, and it's just like you have to cut off a limb to like
Live?
survive.
Yeah,
like
fuck that.
Fuck, that's intense shit. Where you gotta like saw off your arm.
I couldn't do it. I don't think anybody could do it. Well, that guy in 127 hours did it.
Oh yeah, the guy who gets stuck in the canyon.
Yeah, he did
But
that.
his arm was probably already dead. There probably
It's
no
probably,
nerves in
yeah,
that
it was
shit.
probably already fucked up.
Yeah.
So he probably just had to
probably
cut
didn't even
like
feel
some.
it.
He probably didn't have to break the bone. It was already probably broken.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That'd be the hard part.
That's the
There's
rough
no way
shit.
you can cut through your own bone.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
pass
yeah.
out.
You pass out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Ugh. That's fucked up.
Like the thought of sawing through bone even is just like.
Like think if you had a hacksaw. You know how the
hacksaw. Yeah, yeah,
on your
yeah.
arm, no fucking way.
I
There's
can
no fucking
I
way.
can like feel it. Like
Ew.
see, that's why Saw was so like that's why people love the movie because it just made you like you felt
it's cringe.
You
It's
felt
real life cringe.
Yeah, you felt.
No,
what
you
they
know
were-
what was the worst one when the
on a certain level.
there
Maybe
were-
not the
I think
pain.
it was Saw 2 or Saw 4 or some one of them. But the guy pushes the chick into like this fucking pile of like used needles. Oh my god! And she's like trying to crawl out of it. It's like a pit, and it's just used needles. And she's like in there, and they're all like stuck to her arm, and she's like and she's like. There was a key buried at the bottom, so
Yeah.
she had to like dig through them and find this key. And dude, they're all stuck in her hands. I was like, "Fuck that! Get
yeah,
this shit
like,
out of me!"
See, like,
Oh fuck! No, my hands are all sweaty now
yeah,
just thinking
yeah.
about it. Oh god,
See,
it's
you don't.
terrible.
You can feel it, but not the pain, obviously. But you can like be like, I know what it feels like to get stuck with a needle, and I know what it, I know it
Thousands
doesn't
of
feel
them.
good. You
Oh.
get thousands of them now.
They're all in
your
her
hands.
feet, in her knee.
Everybody's.
Oh god.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck, that's horrible. Why are we talking about this fucked up shit? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know something else, Chris. We do got to figure out what beer we're gonna be tasting tonight because I don't think we did a beer tasting last week.
Oh, we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah, we got too drunk just being here.
I don't know. I'm maybe having Halloween withdrawals right now. Maybe that's what it
it's
is.
coming up pretty soon, man.
We're getting closer. I
All
can't
right.
believe we're halfway through the year
Yeah,
already,
dude,
man.
more, almost more. I'm spinning the wheel. Here we go. Wow, that was a long spin. The boys will be tasting Lakefront Brewing River West Stein. I think that was we were supposed to drink last time, and we just didn't do it.
Was it?
Yeah,
That
River
sounds about
West
right.
Stein.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, perfect. then.
Lakefront River West Stein.
Like, do we have to do 2 beers tonight then because we only did one
let's
last week?
just
Or we
pace
didn't do any
ourselves.
last
We'll
week?
just pace ourselves, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
River West, Lakefront River West Stein. Okay. I keep reminding myself what
Copy
it is.
that.
Okay. So, first things first, too. I didn't set the timers. There we go. We're good to go now. Okay, beer of the night, brewery, Lakefront. We're going to find this right now.
We did talk about the fight last week a little bit, right? That's kind
God,
of
that
old
was
news now, but-
garbage. Such garbage. That's what that was.
Well, Jake Paul's one's going to come up here soon, so I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that when he comes around. I believe he fights in July. Speaking of crime,
what?
I guess are we still on crime stuff? But I found this crazy article last week, but we didn't bring it up because we were kind of like all over the place last week. But that's fine. But so the FBI took over a defunct like criminal app. So a lot of these criminals would use this, like high-level criminals would use these apps to communicate with each other, right?
Okay.
And usually they would use like code or something to, and it sends encrypted messages, so nobody, who shouldn't be looking at them
Can't see it.
Can't see it.
Right.
This app went out of business, and what happened was the FBI bought the app's rights and everything like that. Basically, the FBI threatened the company. They said, "Hey, if you don't shut this shit down and give it to us, we're gonna bring charges against your company."
Okay.
So the company agreed to work with the FBI to take down like these pretty high-level criminals, man. So there was a 3-year operation known as Trojan Shield, where the FBI was able to create an encrypted messaging network and market it to criminal syndicates as a means to communicate freely outside of the law enforcement's reach. The appeal of the pricey private communication system was too good to pass up and turned out to be too good to be true for dealers, gun runners, hitmen, and hundreds of other criminal users ensnared in what turned out to be a sting by an international coalition of law enforcement officials. Trojan Shield operation allowed law enforcement to intercept more than 20 million messages from the network criminal organizations came to so much to trust what they would often communicate plainly without even using coded language. They would also send photographs of their exploits. The access to the messages
They're
ultimately
just fucking incriminating
Yeah.
themselves. Idiots. Did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled Stein right, did I?
EIN, yeah. Access to the messages ultimately led to the arrest of 800 suspects across more than a dozen countries.
Dumb fuckers.
A scheme the European Police Agency and Europol described as one of the largest and most sophisticated law enforcement operations to date.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. And the funniest part is that they all fucked themselves over.
Yeah, they said they got like tons of cocaine. They got like literally tons of cocaine and other drugs. They caught people who were trying to do hits, like commit murders on people. They were like, they were tagging all these groups, dude. In the but it was across Europe, Canada, the U.S. and Australia, I believe.
Bunch of fucking no good criminals.
Yeah. Yep. More than 300 criminal organizations with operations in more than 100 countries. Australian officials said because of legal limits on the eavesdropping operation in place, the need to disrupt so Australia is still doing it because I guess they have laws against eavesdropping on people. So they can only do it for a certain amount of time with like a warrant, and then they have to get another warrant to do more or whatever. But yeah. So there you go. Don't use apps to send fucking your criminal your criminal exploits over. Because you never know who's fucking
send
watching.
criminal pictures ever. Don't incriminate yourself, idiots.
To trust an app enough to just like put shit that will literally put you in jail for life on it, like, not that, you know what, I don't have any sympathy for these guys, but they're a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, how?
I feel the same way with the driver, with the cops, and this thing.
Even though
If
something
you're an
says
idiot,
is
you're an
highly
idiot.
encrypted,
I don't feel bad for you.
Even though they say something is highly encrypted, don't ever doubt that the FBI or Homeland Security or
Can't
something
break
can't
that.
break it
Yeah.
into it or have access
Dude,
to it.
They have supercomputers, man.
This is what they do for
They
a
have
living.
basically like my computer that's coming, but better.
It's probably like 5 times your computer, and no offense, it's probably somebody who's 5 times smarter than you too working.
What? That's impossible.
Well, who that knows computers way better
I'm
than
a
you
genius,
anyway.
Chris.
I want to say smarter, but definitely smarter than
Thanks.
these criminals.
Microsoft Windows 11. They're on that 11 shit.
Yeah, so they're saying don't fuck with Microsoft 11 yet. It's going to be the resistance again now. Everybody's going to be stuck on Windows 10, and they're going to be like, no, not going to upgrade to Windows 11.
I'm still on XP.
No,
I'm
you're
just
not.
kidding.
I was like, what? Really?
I'm still on Windows XP, man. That's the good shit right there.
When I upgraded the 10, I didn't trust it very much. I was like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to do it to 10 because they were like, if
So,
you don't upgrade by
choice.
this date,
Yeah, you don't
then
have
you
a
gotta
choice.
pay.
Yeah.
And they were allowing you to upgrade for free. But if you waited till after the date, you had to pay for it.
Sounds like taking the fucking vaccine all over again. Like, well, you know, you can get it free right now, but if you wait, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah. It's like, that's what you get for waiting, bitch.
1,000 times faster than a regular computer. Oh, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, bro. Pretty knowledgeable guy there, A-Track, or are you just full of shit? I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, I'm guaranteeing the... well, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I bet the FBI and the probably NSA and Homeland Security probably have a supercomputer, right?
I think, yeah, they all have multiple supercomputers, dude.
Because you're not just talking about criminal stuff. You're talking about international espionage.
You're talking about cybersecurity for our country. You're talking about, yeah, dude. They got like good shit. they got like
the shit.
They got like
Like shit you've never
NVIDIA
even heard of.
4070s already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The NVIDIA FBI edition.
They're only making Windows 11 because they want to look at more like a Mac operating system. Well, I'm probably gonna sell my Mac now because I got my new computer coming.
AKA they want to dumb down Windows. Nah, it's just a different OS. It's funny because if I go to Mac, I don't know how to work it.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
I'm not very good at working a Mac.
It's not. It's different, but it's not that hard.
It's not hard. It's just different. It's different. Like when I work Monica's iPhone, I have the hardest time
Stupid fucking idiot.
I have the hardest time switching between windows and going back on a browser and stuff like that. Like it's tricky for me. Because it's only got one button too. I have 3 buttons on my phone. So one's go back, one's to go to the home screen, and one's to see like the multiple screens. Like that's automatically there. But on Windows, you gotta like hold it down, or you gotta tap it, or you gotta like swipe up or swipe down or swipe right or left. This one I just hit. The buttons just stay there.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get how it works.
I like that way better. To me, it's more intuitive.
We're more like part of our phones. Though.
Yeah.
Like our movements tell our phones what.
That's
to do.
true. I mean, if I learned on Apple, I'd be saying the same thing about the shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how to fucking use this thing.
What is this arrow,
Yeah,
back
exactly.
arrow, stupid ass shit?
Point being, now they both companies make good phones. It's just what
Quantum
your preference is.
computers can do calculations in 200 seconds that would take a supercomputer 10,000 years to complete. Well, that just sounds like there'd be updates in between. Hold on, I gotta stop my calculation. I need to update my Windows.
Well, quantum computers, you got to worry about it creating its own sentient thoughts.
What the fuck?
Like
You're talking about artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that's the stuff you got to start worrying about when the computer's getting smart enough to do shit on its own.
Well, the problem is they're gonna realize the human race is the problem on Earth, and we're gonna get wiped out. by
yeah,
the
Elon said.